Hello, I'm a PS3 and welcome back to the secret feature video. These are videos I make on my channel every single time an update comes out for Minecraft the console, telling about all of the features that were included in the latest update but that weren't included on the official changelog. The reason these are called secret features is because the only way you can find out about them is by watching one of these videos or by just stumbling across them in the game yourself, and that is why they are called secret features. And in today's video I want to talk about 5 more, I think the last 5 secret features from Title Update 54. These are sorts of ones that I've just been slowly stumbling across over the past couple of weeks, and obviously in that time 2 updates have come out, so I guess they're TU56 secrets too. But yeah, we got 5 more secret features that you probably didn't know about that hopefully you all do enjoy seeing. You can like that you do because it helps out the channel a lot and lets know you do like the secret feature videos. I want to see more of these when the next update does happen to roll around. So with that said, let's get straight into the first secret feature, which is again, this is a really tiny one that I didn't believe was, wasn't previously in the game, but I checked on the, again, I've got a Switch version with TU53 still. I did check, and this is something that is only from this update. Basically, before this update, if you snuck and you were on chests, or you sneaked and you're on chests, I'm not sure which is the correct word, you would actually just fall off them, because they made it so that, like you'd fall off pretty much anything that wasn't a full block high, whereas now anything more than, I think it's 5/8 of a block, you can in fact, like stay on, even if you crouch on like this. So if you have like a fair number of layers of snow at once, then that'll work too. And basically this means that you won't fall off blocks you don't want to, unless it's a half slab or below. So half slab below, you can still crouch off of. However, when it comes to chests and when it comes to snow layers and a few other things, you now won't fall off them by default. So yeah, it's a tiny little secret feature, but it now means that you can do like, chest parkour or like chest sneaking, whatever you want to do. I don't honestly know, but it's a thing you can now do with the chest. The second secret feature is a bunch of new sounds. So there's sounds for different mobs, there's sounds for different damages, but the biggest and most notable sounds, I think the most interesting sounds, are to do with water and to do with lava. So fun fact, if you've never done this with water and lava, I think it's a really great way, because you can actually like, sorry, a really great thing, because you can like actually, you can stand in some fire and stand in some water to put it out at the same time. It's very interesting stuff. But also, the other thing about this is that you might not have known, is that when you actually are on fire, instead of just making like painful sounds, so thudding like a normal pain sound, fire now has a particular pain sound that you're going to hear right here. So do you hear that? And as well as just having the painful thud, it also has the, the fire burning on it, like the same fire burning that when you put something in the fire. And this is something that now exists as of this update. And the reason this exists is, I guess, they just wanted to make the fire even more dramatic. And it's just something that I guess made sense the whole time, but they've only changed it in, I think it was 1.12 of the PC, and they changed it in this update for the console. So pretty big stuff. They changed the fire sound, and they also changed, if you're curious, because, you want to put that fire out, so you stand in some water, except it's too deep water, and you forget there are bubbles in Minecraft. Then one other thing you might be interested to know is that the drowning sound is also kind of different, and it's the same idea where they changed it to, oh, do you see my health bars like flashing from the horizon? But they also changed it to be the same idea, where they made it a bit more, matching of the circumstance. So it's got like a little bit of a drowning sound, like you're trying to breathe and you're not. Again, it's just a bit more realistic, a bit more interesting, and that is the second secret feature found within Title Update 54/Title Update 56. So let's move on to the next secret feature, which is to do with paintings. So paintings now, as of this update, will always take the maximum size possible. There's a few exceptions to this, because a lot of people told me about this, and I wasn't 100% sure. I checked against the TU53, and it wasn't in that update, but also, it doesn't even entirely work in this update unless you know what you're doing, so I figured why not teach you how this secret feature works. So, if you place a painting on a block, then you'll now get the size, before you'd get the max, you get any size up to the maximum. So, if I place a painting here, it could be 2x2, it could be 1x2, it could be 1x1, but now, as long as your blocks are 2x2, you'll always get 2x2 paintings, for instance. If it's 1x2, you'll always get 1x2, unless you place them in certain places. So, if I place a painting there, it's still going to be 1x1. If I place painting there, it's going to be 1x2, because it works to the right and to the up of where you're going, which is, pretty easy to understand, like, oh yeah, so that's how this works. And this means if you really want to, and you want to get the perfect painting, you can now do that a bit easier, which is nice if you ask me. But as well as this existing like this, oh, you can put 2 paintings on the same block. I did not know that, but because, these are both in the same space, I guess. But anyway, with that said, the interesting thing about this, in my opinion, is the fact that if we go to the 4x4 paintings, then this means that actually, if you want to have the full-size things like that, you don't go to the bottom left, which is what you'd logically assume, and this crosses 2x2 for some reason. You want to go to this block right here. So yeah, if you need to have a block to the left, a block to the bottom, etc., to go like this. And yeah, there's a few. So this only gets you the 4x4 paintings, which is I kind of like all of these. Like there's Jesus on a pig, there's like a giant skull. They're all great stuff, but you can also get different paintings by, like, again, it depends where you place your block, what you're gonna get. So that one, for instance, as you can see, we've got 3x4 now, and it's just something you got to realize. There are certain ways to place paintings, but this guarantees you can get the one you want with way less effort, and it's kind of great if you ask me. The fact that this works like that, and it's something that you might not have, in fact, it's something you almost certainly don't know about this update, but now you do. So let's use this to get 4 2x2 paintings. So there you go. That's the thing you can do, or we can get for all of those, and we can guarantee a giant one. I just like it. It feels a lot more like you're placing the painting, and you're not just like, you know, aiming for the right one, which is honestly how it went 99% of the time before. Just a great little change, if you do ask me. Anyway, let's move on to the 4th secret feature. This is one I haven't seen anywhere else. This is something, again, I wanted to check because I was like, I'm not entirely sure on this one, but they've made it so Magma block now will permanently burn like the Netherrack will. So Netherrack is the only block in the game, as far as I'm aware. There's probably like one other I'm missing, but it's one of the only blocks in the game, at the very least, that will burn permanently. However, so right now, if we place fire there, it's going to burn permanently. However, now Magma block has this exact same ability. Before this update, again, you might think like, I guess it made sense that it always did. No, they only did it in this update. They've made it so Magma will permanently burn if you light it on fire. The only way to put it out is to manually punch it or to do something like that. And again, this is something that took some testing, so I was like, okay, so we'll do this on the Switch, and it did go out after like 20 seconds, and then I figured let's come back and do it here, and then I left this block burning for 10 minutes. So either it lasts forever, like the secret feature would imply, or it lasts for like 5,000 times longer. But either way, we can assume that now Magma burns forever, like the Netherrack does, which in my opinion is a good little change. I feel like it makes sense if you want to have even more dangerous Magma, because now it's like on fire as well as the block hurting you. It's a thing you can do if you really want to do that. So with that said, let's move on to the final secret feature in this update. You probably guessed it from the wither skulls and the bunch of withers over there. How it is actually to do with the wither boss, and it's to do with not only one wither boss, you can now have multiple wither bosses in a Minecraft console world. So this was possible before, but the game didn't like it. You had to do it in separate parts of the world. However, now you can actually have 5 wither bosses at once, or you can have 4 wither bosses and the Ender Dragon, or you can have like 3. Whenever bosses come, you can have those as well, because it's possible to have up to 5 boss health bars at once. So let me show you that that is in fact possible by placing one over here. We're going to have to be really quick on this one, but you can actually place a bunch of withers all around at once. And you can actually have 5 hot bars all on the screen at once. If you try to have any more, then it will break the game, and it'll break the skulls, and that's how that works. So yeah, have you ever wanted to have 5 withers fighting you at once? Have you ever thought like one wither, it's just not a big enough challenge for me? Then guess what? You can now have 5. This is something I do not recommend, but if you're into that sort of thing, 5 wither fights at once, it's now the new ultimate challenge. Maybe I should try that sometime in survival. Yeah, I think this is at least slightly interesting. When they attack each other, they don't seem to do damage. So in case you're curious, like, oh yeah, I bet we could just like get them to fight to the death. Doesn't quite work that way either. Sadly, withering does not hurt the withers. It only hurts you. So it just means that you get a ridiculous number of skulls attacking you. Which means if you want to destroy an entire world or something, or you want to like again, look how like foggy everything is. But if you want to destroy the entire world, that's a thing you can totally do. So thank you very much for watching today's video on 5 more secret features. Again, I think these are the last 5, but I'm still searching because I'm always curious about this sort of stuff. If you did enjoy the video, you can like and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot. Let's know you do like this sort of thing. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel. And if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Make sure you bell me also. Hit the bell notifications so you see notifications every time I upload. Best way for YouTube to actually show these videos. And I guess besides that, I'll see you all next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.